Hey guys, this is Patty B within the Hauler. I got another firearm I'd like to share with y'all. This is the Sauer P320 X-VTAC, chambered in 9mm parabellum. I'm going to clear it real quick. The P320 X-VTAC is a polymer frame, striker fired semi-auto pistol that has a removable fire control unit and feeds from 17-round magazines. SIG came out with the P320 in, I think it was 2014, and has been a really popular pistol, so much so that the United States military has adopted it in two different forms, the M17 and the M18. And then to follow along with the standard P320, they came out with the P320X, which has a little bit different lower, extended beaver tail, flat face trigger, and a little undercut here. And then Viking Tactical, this is their version that has a couple upgrades over the standard X. With the biggest one that you can see has these cool sights that are fiber on top and tritium on the bottom. I don't know if you guys, hopefully you guys can see that, but yeah, two different sets. So no matter the lighting situation, you're going to have some green dots to use. You know, in daylight, you're going to use the fiber. At night, you're going to use the tritium. But it's a pretty neat pistol for sure, and definitely good looking. I think the VTAC, all the VTAC pistols come in this color, if Coyote or FDE or whatever it is, but you know, just a good looking pistol. So the specs on this, you got a 4.7-inch barrel, and it weighed 28.6 ounces on my scale with an empty magazine. So we'll go hit some of the features on this real quick. You know, this lower feels really nice in your hand. This texture, front, back, and sides all feel good. The trigger on it, this flat face trigger, pretty darn excellent. See the reset. There you go. Yeah, that trigger is just so nice. You got your rail up front to put on there whatever you want. Magazine release, you know, right where it's supposed to be, and it's ambi. You can move it over there. And the slide stop slide release is also on both sides, you know, so it's a truly ambi gun. I really like how the slide stop slide release on this sticks out a little bit more than it does on some pistols. Makes it super easy to get to and actuate. So on the upper over here, the slide, you've got some nice forward serrations, some good rear ones. Then you've got those Viking Tactical sights, which are pretty cool. And comes with an optic mount, so you can put your red dot of choice on there. Disassembly on this pistol, super simple, just like the standard 320. Put your lock slide to the rear, make sure it's empty, of course. Rotate your disassembly lever down, let it go, and there she comes. Solid recoil spring guide rod, and there's your barrel. And you can see it's pretty dirty. This pistol belongs to my buddy BC, so big shout out to him for letting me borrow it for this review. But he came out yesterday and shot it quite a bit, and you know, I put a mag or two through it. Definitely a good shooting gun. A reassembly is just the opposite. Drop your barrel and guide rod and spring back in, slide her back on your rails, and rotate your lever. Yeah. So, you know, the 320 is an excellent platform, and you know, this X-VTAC upgrade just makes it a little bit better. So, well, anyways, let's take this bad boy out and ring some steel and see what we think about her. All right, we're back here about 7 yards. Let's see where these sights are hitting on the SIG P320 X-TAC. All right, looks like she's hitting pretty close to the point of aim, and man, she's shooting good. right, we're up here on the deck, about 15 or so yards from those targets. We'll see what we can do with the P320 VTAC. All right, man, the sights on this thing, man, they're so bright out here in the light. Just make it easy to see, and that trigger makes it easy to shoot. Those sights are pretty cool with the, you know, the dual sighting system. But yeah, thing's shooting pretty good. All right, let's take some shots at our 25-yard plate out there. All right, let's take some shots at our 40-yard plate, see what we can do with the VTAC. All right. Not too hard at 40. This thing just shoots excellent. You know, excellent trigger, excellent sights means you're going to shoot it pretty well. All right, we're back inside from shooting the SIG, and man, you know, it did pretty well. Put 250 rounds through today, 0 malfunctions of any sort, which is always a good thing. And you know, my buddy, he let me borrow it. He put at least a couple hundred through it yesterday. No issues there. So this thing's proven to be pretty reliable and a lot of fun to shoot. Got her pretty dirty, but you know, that just means we had a lot of fun with her today. This thing just feels good in your hand. Love the big beaver tail, flat trigger, those excellent sights. Just fairly easy to shoot this thing well. I really like this pistol, and you know, it was a lot of fun taking her out shooting it today. Because you know, if you do your part, put your sights where they're supposed to go, and get a nice consistent trigger pull, it's just going to hit whatever you point at. So, you know, I guess if it's more or less good enough for the U.S. military, it's probably good enough for me. And it's cool, you know, you can put optic on it if you so desire. And it's just a pretty all-around good pistol. So, well, there you go, guys. Sig Sauer P320 X-VTAC. Y'all have a nice day.